Zimbabwe cash crisis worse. Talking about Venezuela once again.
Systemic important banks. They removed the 1,000 thing on there called monetary awareness.
All right, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while since I've done an RTD news update, so I figure I'll get back to that as best I can, just because the news is coming faster than I can put it all together. So I'm going to try to do it bit by bit. But anyway, just more dollar negative sentiment growing globally, and it has to do with the use of alternative currencies. And so we're going to hear more and more about this, but I thought I would just take a minute, share with you some headlines that caught my attention, and of course, get your comments down below. And of course, tonight we'll try to talk about this more on top of other stories. But real short and simple, if you guys have not, make sure you guys connect. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you're always plugged in when we go live, so you will know. And also, if you haven't, make sure you connect with RTD on all these alternative platforms over here, just so you can stay plugged in. All right, so here's the main story. It says here, Malaysia, China to discuss Asian fund to cut dollar dependency. And so just these words here, cut dollar dependency, is well worth just continue to put out there so people can see how this de-dollarization push is really ramping up. And it's no holds bar to every nation that's involved with the Eastern blocs that have no fear anymore. And so what's interesting about this article here is Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. He suggested this type of activity back in the early 90s, but yet wasn't able to get any traction because the timing wasn't right. And on top of that, the dollar was relatively strong, and there was no way that he could have got around this by himself. But now when you have Russia, China, and other nations leading the way, sure, why not go ahead and jump on board? Real quick and simple. Says there's no reason for Malaysia to keep relying on the greenback, says Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. So this came out as of today. And so it shows G and Anwar shaking hands. So real quick here, thumb through some things. It says China is open to talks with Malaysia on forming a Asian monetary fund, said the Prime Minister, amid the world's growing impatience with the United States dollar's dominance. So the growing impatience by the world. Anwar said he proposed setting up the fund at the Boao Forum in Hainan last week, stressing the need to reduce reliance on the dollar or the International Monetary Fund. Dollar, IMF go hand in hand, both global puppet entities that have indebted and enslaved the world. And so it looks like there's alternatives that's being put out there. So we'll see. Real quick here, here's a quote. It says, when I had a meeting with President Xi Jinping, he immediately said, I refer to Anwar's proposal on the Asian Monetary Fund. So getting away from the International Monetary Fund, they want to focus on the Asian Monetary Fund, something new. And he welcomes discussions. Anwar said at a parliament today. Then he says, there's no reason for Malaysia to continue depending on the dollar, he said. Malaysia's central bank is already working on enabling two nations to negotiate on trade matters using the ringgit and the renminbi. So using two currencies to do deals with each other seems to be the growing trend as of now. So we'll wait for more development, as well as the payment methods and things of that nature. And so just wanted to plug in for a quick minute, share with you some recent developments and what's happening and the words that's being used to describe the dollar. Impatience, cut ties, cut dependency. Those are not good words for us over in the West, because we're the ones that hold the dollar, depend upon the dollar. So as always, as I always say, all dollars are not created equal. There's multiple types of dollars. What they're referring to is the SWIFT payment system and the Federal Reserve backed debt instruments is what they're running from. But on our side here, of course, gold, silver, United States coinage is the best insurance policy against the Federal Reserve criminality. But anyway, thought I would just share this. Leave your comments down below. We'll dive into this later on tonight. Enjoy your day.